Hey guys, I'm Kenneth and I run a private dining in Singapore called a Mixtape Chef, and today we're going to talk about Emilia Romagna. Emilia Romagna. Emilia Romagna. Emilia Romagna is situated in central Italy, just above the popular cake class Tuscany. It lies the foodie region of Italy, and within the foodie capital of the world, Italy. It's a foodception. It is home to three big towns: Bologna, which is famous for its bolognese sauce. It is home to Parma, which is an overachiever with world famous Parma ham and Parmesan. And lastly, Modena, which is famous for its most luxurious vinegar in the world, Balsamico di Modena, and also the most luxurious cars in the world. Very famous. And within this reception lies Bertazzoni. It is a family-run cooking appliance company that's been judged by the most critical foodies in the world, the Italians, for the last 135 years. We have a partnership deal with Bertazzoni, and they asked us to do 3 classic recipes from the region, and we're gonna give it our signature DIY made from scratch touch to these recipes. If you're in Singapore and looking to get a cooking appliance soon, do stay to the end of the video for a special promo code from us. And if you're new to the channel, do consider subscribing as well. Okay, today for the first episode of the Emilia Romagna series, we're gonna make a classic Bruschetta Di Emilia Romagna, which is using all the ingredients from the region, which is Parmesan cheese, balsamic vinegar, and Parma ham. We're gonna make them all into one nice bruschetta to sort of to celebrate all this very nice produce from this region. But first, we're gonna go through in details about what these produce are and what to look out for. And ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the crown jewel of Emilia Romagna. We got balsamic vinegar from Modena. We got Parmesan cheese, which is actually Parmigiano Reggiano. And we have Parma ham, which is also known as prosciutto, which is more officially known as prosciutto di Parma. First up is balsamic vinegar. You normally see it being called Balsamico di Modena, which means it's from the town of Modena. For there are those that are more cheaply made and the ones that are actually made the traditional method. The traditional method are aged for at least 12 years and above, up to 25 years. And what they are normally done is they are aged in a Solera system, where as it matures and ages and intends the flavor, it is moved to smaller and smaller casks. And the stuff from the smallest cask is usually taken up a little bit and put into the biggest cask. And likewise, the second smaller cask is being put into the smaller cask. And therefore, what you get at the end of the smaller cask is a very complex flavored vinegar, and also incredibly expensive. I think you can go upwards of, it is easily above $100 if you get the stuff that is aged for very, very, very long. But it is so good. And up next is Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese, you gotta look for the real stuff. This stuff is not cheap. It's about $8 to $10 for a small block like this, but the quality is far beyond. You use a lot less than a shitty Parmesan, and the flavor is just so much better. And you want to look for this guy, this little logo here, that says that this logo means that it's a real Parmesan Reggiano from Parma, Emilia Romagna, Italy. This guy, okay? Oh, and if you want to look for a nice block, you want to look for things like little white dots inside there. Those are glutamate acid crystals apparently, and those are pure umami. So the older it is, the more crystals there are. But if you can find one piece with a lot of crystals inside there, you're guaranteed to have a good time. It's Parma ham, otherwise known as prosciutto. So prosciutto is the same thing, but from Parma it's called Parma ham. And you'll look for one from Italy, which is from prosciutto di Parma. In this case, you can see it's from Emilia Romagna, and aged for more than 18 months. You want to look for the ingredients that says as little ingredients as possible. Should be just pork and salt and maybe a bit of nitrate, but shouldn't be any other weird stuff that is there, like, I don't know, stabilizers and chemicals. But just pork and salt, you know you're on to the good stuff. And for our Bruschetta Di Emilia Romagna, this is all the stuff you need. You need our Parma ham, we need our Parmesan cheese, we need our balsamic vinegar, and you need to have tomatoes. This is one of those cases where you want to bring out the better tomatoes out. I got this vine ripened ones. It looks really, really good. Basil. Oh, shook. And of course garlic. And let's get cracking, shall we? Grab a baguette. Either get it from the store or you can be like me, make it ourselves. Oh no! What's this nonsense? Okay, so our the first time making baguettes, and they are out and they look nothing like baguettes. In fact, they look like French baguettes trying to be Italian ciabattas. Yeah. You know the best part? These are all stuck. Looks like we have to try again the next time round. And here it is, our homemade sourdough baguette. It's attempt number 2. I wish it had a much larger girth, but we all do. But it is what it is. We're just gonna make do and make the best of what we have. And this baguette will have to do. Okay. And step 1, we want to wash the tomatoes and we want to de-seed the tomatoes. So cut it, and you cut it. We don't really want all these seed pods. It's gonna add too much moisture and water to the bruschetta, to the tomato mix. So we're gonna remove them. I just scrape it and tear. It's not the most elegant way, but hey, it works. There you go. What you want is just the flesh of the tomato. And what you're gonna do is going to just cut it into, we want it cubes. Cut it into strips and then cubes. How big or how small is up to you. Put it in the bowl. And we're going to repeat the process for all the tomatoes. Next, we want to chiffon out some of this basil up. Take a couple of leaves. And you want to sort of stack them from the largest to the smallest, and then roll it up like a cigar or a weed. Some of you might know how to roll a weed or a cigar. And then the most important thing of all, a very sharp knife. Cool, chiffon nuts. Throw it in. Salt. Black pepper. A small glove of very good olive oil. The thing about Italian cuisine is there are so little ingredients. Every ingredient you need to use quite good stuff. Quite good stuff to us here, but common stuff to them in Italy. And a small glug of balsamic vinegar. Mix it around. Nice. So the balsamic vinegar is going to bring out the sweetness. The salt is going to bring out the sweetness. The basil is going to perfume through the tomatoes. We're just going to let this marinate for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. To let all the flavors get to know each other. And I'll be back. Here is the secret to really good bruschetta. It's all about the garlic. Cut it in half. And you just want to use the garlic and just to rub around it. And especially the crust. It doesn't seem like much, but trust me, it's going to give you a beautiful garlic aroma that your guests will not even know it was there. Okay, drizzle a little bit of olive oil on your baguette slices. Okay, so we're gonna put it under the broiler for about 1 or 2 minutes just to get it crispy and nice. Yeah. Oh no! Okay, nice and char. And all that's left is to assemble your bruschetta, put it on the nicest plate you have. Beautiful platter thanks to Bertazzoni, thank you. Step 1, pound on some of that gorgeous tomatoes. Step 2, a nice layer of the gorgeous Parma ham. Step 3, some nice shaving of sexy Parmigiano Reggiano. Finally, a nice little leaf of basil. And for the finishing luscious touch, small drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Here it is, guys. This is the Bruschetta Di Emilia Romagna, using all the produce from the region. We hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed this episode. So we've got 2 more episodes coming up. One is the tortellini in brodo, as well as the bolognese sauce. So do subscribe and click the notification bell button so you don't miss those episodes. See you around! And if you're interested to get a Bertazzoni product, do slide the DMs on their Instagram and quote the Mixtape Chef for 15% off the retail price. And this is valid up to October 2020. Enjoy! The baguette, huh?
Impressive.